Hello YouTube. I wanted to bring you an example of the Go programming language in the TDAmeritrade API. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to first register for a developer account if you have not already at the TDAmeritrade site. And then you will log in after following the instructions in the email. Create an app. As you can see, I just used some general information here. Using the callback URL as my local host. This will come in handy later when we're generating keys to get real-time quotes versus delayed. If you do not use an authorization key, you will have a 15-minute delayed quote. So we go ahead and we create the application. As you can see, it says the app was created and it was approved. That was instant action. Seems to be pretty automated. Here you can see this is the consumer key, when it was issued, and when it will expire. We can see additional products that may be associated with the application, along with specific details regarding the application. You can change any of the settings, and you can also delete. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a quote. What we're going to do is we're going to test the API key. Essentially, when you're logged in, you can use the drop down and select the app, the one that you had just created, or you can just copy and paste the key over. Something happened where I had an invalid key, so probably a copy paste mistake. As you can see, once I select the appropriate app, it works. And this is all the data that is returned for the TSLA stock ticker, or Tesla. As you can see, I go back here, take a look at another consumer key, make another copy and paste here, and I go back and I paste it in. And as we can see, we still get the 200. And again, all the stock data is returned. I'm going to log out because what I want to demonstrate here was the fact that you can still execute these commands using the consumer key without being logged into the portal. So it's a very good way to test whether or not your API key is right. Due to caching, the ticker symbol stayed as TSLA, but it will not stay if it's the first time at the site. So as you can see, again, data came back, but as you can see, the little button is now missing, showing that the app, that you can select the key from the app. So the next step is going to be going into our development environment. As you can see, I decided to go with Visual Studio Code. It is a free development environment that has very good plugins for the Go language. As you can see in the instructions here, it says to install Go. Make sure you have it installed in an appropriate location. You can follow the links. I'll put them in the description as well. They are also in the README of the GitHub repository. So here we go. He's just doing a quick test here, demonstrating that the Go programming language was installed properly. You should do the same because it would not be good to clone the whole repository down and then run into errors and then start troubleshooting when you don't even know if the Go programming language has been configured properly on your machine. So again, I just demonstrated showing the Go extension at the beginning and running the application. I used the quick execute key or the shortcut key to get the terminal to pop up. But as you can see, I'm just going to go run main and we have hello world, just your generic hello world application. Alright, so as you can see, I'll go through here. I'll create all of the directories needed, but if you just clone the GitHub repository, you will not need to create the directory structure. You should just be able to clone the repository, update your consumer key, and then go ahead and start running commands. As you can see, the directory is now full. Again, you will not have to create the directory structure if you just clone the GitHub repository. Just keep in mind that the Go path may be different, so when you go to execute any of the code, you may see that you may need to move your files or update your path. Here I'm just demonstrating and showing the README file. Again, it's in the GitHub repository and the folder structure layout. So as you can see, I ran the test and hit an error because it was passing in the key or the comment version where the key should be. It might be an error that you will see as well if you just clone and try to execute. And then I go ahead and I update the consumer key, and as you can see, I am now able to run various commands. I can check Tesla, GE, PLTR, really any of the ticker symbols that TD Ameritrade has data for. So that wraps up the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on what it is that you'd like to see next time. Do you want to see multiple quotes, maybe one instead of just one stock, maybe 10, 50, 100, 500 stocks at once getting the data for? Or maybe you want to see a stock bot, maybe a Slack integration. Anything is possible now that you have the building blocks. So just keep that in mind, and see you on the next one.